he absconded. He didn't come back for sentencing, but it wasn't his choice. He got arrested and was in Harris County Jail. So that's why he didn't show up for sentencing, is because he couldn't. He was incarcerated at the time.
What happened?
That case was eventually resolved. It was dismissed, pled to drop to a misdemeanor. He got credit for time served, and then released. And then it's over here now with us to finish this up. It's been resolved over there now, but that's why he was not available when we originally had our original sentence date.
Okay.
So, like I said, yes, it was absconsion, but it wasn't voluntary.
It appears as though he entered his pleas in cause numbers 23 CR 2000, third degree felony of deadly conduct, discharge of a firearm, and 23 CR 2001, the second degree felony of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. These occurring, it looked like, on or about the same date. And shooting at a vehicle and knowingly or recklessly causing bodily injury. So shot a firearm at a vehicle that was occupied, and somebody in the vehicle was injured.
That's correct, Your Honor.
Okay. And that's the second degree felony of aggravated assault, carved out two crimes out of one episode.
Yes, Your Honor. There was I apologize, Your Honor. I was just gonna give the court kind of a breakdown of it if you would like, but
Okay. No less than 2 nor more than 7 years confinement in prison for each case. Or deferred or unadjudicated probation. Regular probation, is it agreed upon, is not an option because a deadly weapon, namely a firearm, was used in the commission of these offenses.
That's
correct.
Okay.
Your Honor, we are going to be requesting the probation, the deferred probation, in the sense that this is my client. He doesn't have any prior convictions, or felony convictions. This was an unfortunate incident. I'm not going to even justify that. It's unjustifiable, but it was a mistake he made, a horrible mistake he made. But I think he has been remorseful since then. He has a letter that he's written kind of talking about that. I would like to call him as a witness, have him explain some stuff to you so you can
Raise your right hand. You solemnly swear or affirm any statement you make during this hearing will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
Yes, sir.
Lower your hand. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Smith, go ahead and for now, you've written a letter to the court. Is that correct? Yes, sir. Go ahead and read it into the record so the court understands kind of your position. I think it's better than you just speaking. Go ahead.
I've been incarcerated. I had that time to think and reflect on my decisions and my choices. Something I've learned to hold myself accountable. I'm not being able to make excuses for the way I'm doing my life. I can carry blame on this. I had that person or this person, but ultimately, that starts with me and the people I surround myself with. I'm at a point in life where I'm becoming a man, and I'm learning about myself every day. Your Honor, I want to give my serious apologies to the court and the victim for my actions. I would like to ask the court to make a harmful decision when determining my eligibility for probation and take into account the positive momentum I have doing despite not having the proper guidance. All people need sometimes is one more chance to put the best foot forward, and to go. Please allow me to show you and my family and myself that I can be a functioning member of society and not a hopeless member.
Okay, and also you just told me something a moment ago when we were standing here, something that's happened since the last time we was work, which was earlier this week. What's happened since earlier this week?
I just had a daughter 2 days ago.
Okay, so is this your first child, or how many children do you have?
2 kids.
Okay, this is your second child. Okay, how old is your other child?
Yeah.
And you've been in jail for how long right now?
Well, what's the date of birth of the child? What's the birthday of your child?
August 27, 2025.
His youngest one was just born 2 days ago.
August 27, 2025.
No, but he had another child.
Oh, what's the birthday of the other child? I'm sorry.
November 11, 2024.
Okay. All right. And you understand that doing the right thing is important for those kids, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Setting an example for them is very important. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And is it your hope to start living a good life if you get probation,
Yes, sir.
doing the right thing?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now let's talk about the thing over in Houston, because I know that's an issue. You did not show up for our last sentencing date, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Where were you?
Harrison.
Okay, all right, Harris County Jail, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. You had some charges over there, right?
Yes, sir.
Those charges have since been resolved, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
You ended up getting credit for time served misdemeanor, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And then they released you and you came straight from Harris County to Jefferson County?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So since being locked up in Harris County before the sentencing, you have been incarcerated the entire time?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So you didn't miss court because you didn't want to show up, right? Okay. It was because you were
Incarcerated.
unavailable, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. And you're asking the court to grant you a chance on probation, is that right?
Yes, sir.
Do you think you can do probation?
Yes, sir.
Okay. You got any work lined up or something you can do, or what are you gonna plan on doing?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I'm ready to go back to work and take care of my kid.
Okay. Go back to work. What were you doing before then?
I work in Home Depot.
Okay. And can you go back to Home Depot?
Yes,
Okay. Do you know if that job's still there, or you just think you can probably get that job?
I still get the job.
Okay. Okay. How much were you making at Home Depot?
$8,000.
Okay. All right. And you expect to go back making that same kind of pay?
Yes, sir.
Home Depot here or Crawford or where? In Houston. Okay. All right. Home Depot in Houston. Okay. So you can satisfy the requirements of probation if you're given the chance.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Stay out of trouble.
Yes, sir.
Make your payments.
Yes, sir.
Do your community service.
So,
Pass away, try.
Mr. Smith, on October 22nd, 2023, who were you there at that apartment complex with there, the Hamlet Park Apartments?
with my cousin,
And who's that?
Cameron Moon.
Were you also with an individual by the name of Victor Green?
No, sir.
And just prior, what kind of, did you have a gun on you that day?
Sure.
What kind of gun? Was it a handgun or a long gun? Did Cameron have a gun on him?
No, sir.
Who was walking with you towards this black Mercedes just before the shooting there?
I don't remember his names. So, sure.
Did that individual have a gun?
Yes, sir.
So you're the only one who had a weapon there?
Yes, sir.
Well, hold on. How did you come to know that person who's unnamed, that you don't know, whose name you don't know, but yet you're involved in shooting with some people in the car, and you're with somebody and you don't even know their name? Who's that, and how did that happen?
It was just,
You have to speak up
yes,
so
sir.
she can hear.
It was me being with my cousin, and I was with one of his friends, but I don't like know his real name. Well, I just met him that day. So me just being with him, me being in the office for a long time.
Okay. Go ahead.
So the other individual that's were you ever walking towards this black Mercedes vehicle?
No, sir.
How did how did you start shooting?
Because it was the Mercedes pulled behind me and started shooting at us first.
I have no further questions, Your Honor.
Real quick, I just don't want to clear something up, Your Honor. I think that it's clear, but I want to make sure. This other individual that you don't know, it was a friend of your cousin's, correct? So you were there with your cousin.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So you just met this person that day.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Not a friend of yours, not a relative of yours, or you had no contact except for the fact that he was your friend of your cousin. All right. Pass on this. Nothing more.
Nothing further. No other question.
So, where'd you get your firearm that you were shooting at the car with? Think about it.
From Frank Houston.
Who?
His
He's a friend of yours. You don't know his name?
name is Josh Moore.
Hmm?
Josh Moore
Where does he live?
from Houston.
Look, I know 2 million people are in Houston. Where in Houston does he live?
From Southwest Houston.
Okay, so why did you have a firearm with you? At 19, you're 19 years of age when this happened, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, what are you doing carrying around a firearm shooting at cars?
What do you mean?
Is it something to do in Beaumont?
No, sir.
Oh,
I don't think it was a good decision. You know,
I looked at all the paperwork here and um, we found all kind of guns where he was hiding, a rifle, handgun, shell casing. Who had the rifle? Y'all had a rifle. Who had that?
that's when the Mercedes started shooting at me first. You know what I mean?
Your Honor, what the witnesses described in the Mercedes and a witness who was nearby described two individuals walking towards that black Mercedes with weapons out, which one of them was a handgun, which we believe is Mr. Smith, as well as the other individual had a long gun.
Is that right?
No, sir.
Nobody had a long gun?
The only two people that had long guns, the two people that came out the Mercedes shooting at us. You know.
I'm sorry, but you had a gun.
Yes, sir.
And Your Honor, the witnesses who were in the Mercedes said that they pulled near a dumpster turnaround there, which one of the individuals in there lived at those apartments, and they saw Mr. Smith as well as a Victor Green, who had formerly dated one of the individuals in the car, walking towards them with guns. The two males in the back of that black Mercedes jumped out with guns as well, which were long guns. And they said that
Who's
both.
they?
I'm sorry. It was Faith Simon as well as the complainant here, Jayla Charlotte. They were in the vehicle along with a Daniel Harvey Jr. and a Joshua Slaughter. So the two females, Miss Charlotte, Miss Simon, stated that both Joshua Slaughter, and Daniel Harvey Jr., upon seeing these individuals walking towards them with guns, jumped out with their own guns. And they described the individuals walking towards them started firing, and shortly after they returned fire. They were the ones who contacted the police. The other individuals that were there, it wasn't Mr. Smith nor Mr. Green who were involved in that. And they found police found Mr. Smith hiding there in the little fenced-in area of one of the apartments right there, and there was a handgun hidden in the I believe the barbecue pit right there, 9mm. There were also several apartments that were hit, Your Honor, with stray bullets. No one there in the apartment complex was injured, but there's also a nearby home that was struck with the bullets. So it was quite dangerous. Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. What are you asking for?
Your Honor, I believe
I see what I see what the deal is.
Yes,
What are you asking for? I would just say.
I believe the 7 years is appropriate. There was by going ahead and taking it upon itself to then start firing first and create this situation that could have killed or injured lots of people there at the apartment complex. Your Honor, I believe that warrants that kind of activity, and doing those things warrants every bit of the 7 years. They actually, took a step further rather than just having the gun. They went there and started firing, and could have injured not only the individuals in the car more severely, they also everyone around, kids,
Could kill people.
people living there. Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. So I just want to get this clear. Why were you shooting at, what's your final answer here? Why were you shooting at the, God bless you, at the car?
No,
Hmm?
no,
Mm-hmm.
I didn't shoot at the people who jumped out with the story, what they saying. I don't want to put the blame on nobody else. But I know I'm in the wrong for being there, and I'm taking accountability of my actions.
No, look, you're charged with deadly conduct.
Like,
That's discharging a firearm in each of these cases at people without good cause. Why were you firing the gun?
Because two people, I'm walking in the apartment.
Why did you shoot the gun?
And two people get out the car and get to shooting at me.
First?
Yes, sir. He
Why?
was shooting at me first.
Okay. We'll set this for trial. He just admitted he's acting in self-defense. He is not admitting culpability to this. we're going to put this in trial and try these cases. I don't accept the deal when you're looking at me and telling me that you're doing it in self-defense. That's not accepting responsibility. Here, it's set for trial. That deal is off. Now, we'll let a jury decide each of those. Well, that's one way to talk yourself out of the deal.